This is your life with Lockie. All right, here we are. We've got the bunyip and the yowie out here doing a little walk to raise some awareness for homelessness. Now, I've got Ben Lennon here from the Bunyip paper, and he's here doing some awareness raising for homelessness here. And we're doing a few laps of the oval. We've got a stump there behind marking the start point and finish point. Off we go, Ben?
Probably start my lap, hey. So that's 17 down, so what's that? About 105 to go. So
brilliant, man, brilliant.
Yeah.
Awesome. So raising a bit of awareness for homelessness, and what's a bit more of a message behind that?
Yeah, so we've got part of
Bunyip, go here.
Yeah, you can get the car in, mate. So part of my role as editor of the Bunyip, I'm involved in a charity cricket game that is run annually by the Riverside Salvos. So that's the Salvos out in Gawler, in sort of tandem with the Gawler Police. So it's called the Hope Cup.
Yep.
So I think it's the 4th edition this year or the 5th edition, something like that. I played in that last year, but
how'd you go?
I actually went okay. I managed to get a 50 on the board and retired.
Oh, look at that.
And I got the chief of police out for a golden duck, which I think has come back to bite us a little bit in some of the coverage, but we get on with life. That's okay. But yeah, so
right.
It's called the Hope Cup. And yeah, like I said, geared towards helping people in the Gawler community that are sleeping rough or fighting homelessness or having a bit of trouble in that regard. So I think across the 4 or 5 years, it's raised more than 100 grand, which is great.
That's beautiful.
And yeah, a lot of it's it's really tangible benefits. So it's stuff like providing free meals and stuff like that, and then working towards getting more accommodation built, like tiny home kind of stuff built. To just help out the population that's doing it a bit tough at the moment. So 2nd year involved and loving it.
That's brilliant, man. I really appreciate that kind of stuff. Now, I've done a lot in the disability community. In my time, people that come out of inpatient rehabs and whatever else, life changes. And a lot of times they do become homeless. And so I've had a friend who I've supported in my time. And he had a place, then did become homeless kind of thing. He lived out of his car, had a chance to give him a place to stay for a few days, and then I said, what's the plan, man?
Yeah.
He said, I want to get to Streaky Bay. That's when I want to rebuild my life and it's going to be good. So me and my mate put a plan together, got ourselves together, packed his car up, and eventually got over there. Now he lives a happy life over in Streaky Bay. I think that's, like you're saying, creating awareness of it, giving these people a chance to get some established ground, get their feet under themselves, and then launch their life again. Because that can be the hardest part. People don't believe in these people, think it's always their fault, but sometimes it's just a bad hand dealt to them. Yeah,
well, can't swear it, like shit happens.
It's
like shit happens. So I think there's a stigma around homelessness and walking through the city and stuff is probably a bit more pronounced, but I think like a lot of people, their instant reaction is to be like, that they must have a drug problem or an alcohol problem themselves. When in reality, like people just go through stuff, and I think that awareness part of it that you mentioned is almost as important as the money side of things, in just trying to erase that stigma and trying to treat people with a bit of respect rather than just like, look at them, they've done something wrong or whatever. It probably isn't the case. So it's a big part of it for me, for sure.
I completely get what you're saying there, Ben. Like at times I've managed to do some group sessions in the city. We get provided lunch there and whatever else, and quite often lunch doesn't get eaten up all the time. It goes in the bin. But I found myself, like you say, seeing people around the city in need, and I thought I could take this extra food in my bit of spare time, give them to these people here, because there's a chance to reduce the waste, but also give back to somebody in need that you don't know what their circumstances are.
Yeah,
just a bit of a hand up can help them change their day, lift them up for that minute,
Yeah, that's it. And I think the more rural you get, so like Gawler's an interesting spot because it's not quite country, it's not quite city,
right?
But you're sort of further away from, like in the CBD, there's probably a lot more support, whereas it's really important what the Salvos and Riverside are doing to help out the people in that Gawler population specifically. You get some people that, there's a homeless population that you're regulars, if you like.
Yes.
But you get people drifting through as well. So just having more resources available in those regional environments is important as well.
Definitely. And because you never know what could be going on and where people are, especially out in the bush, that kind of stuff. You're a lot more people hidden away that actually are doing it quite tough.
Yeah.
And, I think in Australia, a lot of time, we consider ourselves proud people, and a lot of pride comes into it, and sometimes we don't ask for that help when we need it, and so it can be hard. So reducing that shame around it, I think, is a big part we can do in the community, talking more about it openly and helping these people feel seen a bit more and helping them out when they can.
Yeah, that's it. And then that's where the Hope Cup comes in as well. So, cricket's a massive part of Australian culture. None of us that are going to be playing on Sunday are really any good at it, but it's going to be fun to put on a bit of a show. There's going to be lots of sort of entertainment for the kids and for the family and stuff like that. So bringing the community together is a big part of it too. So looking forward to that. Should be good fun.
Awesome, man. And so you said the Hope Cup, and is that this Sunday?
Yeah, this Sunday out at Trinity. I think we're kicking off at 9:45 in the morning, and it's meant to be a 40 over game, so it should probably run till sort of 3, 4 o'clock in the arvo.
What's the date on Sunday?
Sorry?
What's the date Sunday?
What would that be, the 22nd?
22nd of November.
Yeah,
down at Trinity College.
Should we just fact check that?
Yeah.
Let's make sure. No, that wouldn't be right at all. It would be the 16th.
16th of November at Trinity College this Sunday, hey?
Correct, yep, that's it, mate.
Awesome. More people get down there, cheer on, support, that kind of stuff would be really, really good.
Yep.
And then we can help try to create some more awareness for homelessness, and that way there's less of that going on and less stigma around it, I think, too.
Yeah, bang on, mate. So, yeah, come say good day if you can. Obviously, donate if possible, but, you know, money's a bit hard to come by these days, which we're all very well aware of, but... You know, even a share or a like on the post if you see it come up can make all the difference. So, yeah for sure, get involved. Sometimes
I find, like I say, money can be tight. So if you can, give some physical time. Get down to a shelter, help out, serve some meals maybe, those kind of things. And just help out when you can. And
if you're not sure, just ask. So there's as much as the Salvos are doing a heap of good, there's probably heaps of other organisations too. So if you're not sure how to help, just... ask someone and you'll be pointed in the right direction.
Definitely. There's a lot of different communities out there doing that kind of stuff. I know there's a good one out on Hutt Street there in the city. They play soccer out there on a Wednesday afternoon, I think it is, kind of stuff. And little places like that where they create more awareness, have food to pass out, those kind of things. So if you're not sure, do some research, look out there, find out, help out the next person in the community like Ben is. Yeah, it's a good place to start. Could be on Sunday at the Hope Cup, hey? That's it. Hopefully see you down there at the Hope Cup. Cheers. Thanks, Benny. Thanks, mate. Any appreciate it. Mate? No, just try and be kind to everyone and raise awareness for stuff like this when you can. It's really important. Thank you so much, Ben. I appreciate you coming out and sharing your time with us. Keep up the great work. Thanks, mate. Woo! Appreciate it.